Hello everybody and welcome back to another severe storm film or weather forecast. In this forecast we're going to be breaking down a new storm that is likely going to be affecting the south and southeastern United States, likely to bring some beneficial rainfall as well as unfortunately some thunderstorms and severe weather returning back into the picture. And also an Arctic front that is likely going to bring very much below average temperatures, probably talking 20 to 30 degrees below average to much of the United States over the coming days. And also a Thanksgiving Day breakdown. I have all those details for you coming up right now in this video, but not before you like and subscribe. Alright, let's get right into the video. Alright, so first things first, we're going to talk about the severe weather threat that is about to be ongoing in the south and southeast as we go into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday here. So let's take you to see this forecast here. You can see that storm system goes on the coast of California here. We have some rainfall ongoing in New Mexico, maybe some snow showers as well. This map does not show snow. So I automatically know where it is. I checked a couple models before this, but this app works better. So as we go into this time frame here, you can see as we go into the day on Sunday, this is likely going to be where our severe threat starts. In Oklahoma and Texas, as we go throughout the day on Sunday, likely some isolated damaging wind gusts with some of those isolated thunderstorms that develop here. 999 millibar low represented right there. Let's change you to the southeastern portion of the United States here as we continue this loop. You can see it reaches the southeast as we go into the day on Monday here, but notice how that storm starts to kind of fizzle out as we go into the day on Monday. But then as we go into the overnight hours on Monday, notice how that storm starts to rev up again as we go into the overnight hours and into Tuesday here. Notice how this tracks east as a line of storms, likely producing some strong damaging wind gusts out ahead of it. And this is definitely going to be associated with a cold front behind it, and that's the next part of the video I wanted to talk to you about. But as you can see, that line propagates east, and it's likely going to bring some heavy rainfall potential to this area, not only but severe weather as well, continuing for the day on Tuesday. But let's take a look at those temperatures for you so that you know how hot it's going to get down there out ahead of that cold front. Alright, so you can see the temperature map right now. You can see as we go into the day tomorrow here, you can see temperatures don't really go up that much until we get into the afternoon hours here. You can see temperatures in the 70s widespread across the southeast portions of Texas in the 70s here. Watch as we go into Sunday, though. You can definitely see there is a cold front on the hinges of this area right here where there's that split in temperature. As we go into the day on Sunday, notice those 70-degree temperatures as we go into this time frame. This is quite above average for this time of year. 77 in portions of Florida, almost 80 in southern Florida. That is above average for this time of year. Texas likely going to have normal or a little above normal temperatures in this time frame. And this is likely going to feel severe weather as we go into this time frame right here. Not only that, but moisture content, and I'll show you that. We do have plenty of that. But as we go, notice as we go into the day on Monday here, how we get the 80s in the forecast. That's the problem, and that's why Monday looks to be the main day for big time thunderstorms to develop, and I mean really big time strong thunderstorm clusters, and we're talking possible tornado threat with those, and I'll show you the jet energy with that in a second here. But look how that cold front just pushes through. I know you can see where the front is sharp change in temperature here. We're talking from 63 to 54. That is a 9-degree temperature drop in a matter of that like 5 minutes that cold front is moving through. That is definitely significant, and that is definitely going to be something to eye on after that severe weather moves on out. Obviously, the severe weather is the most important at this time. Alright, so I told you I'd show you the jet energy here, and this is likely going to tell you if or when there's going to be some rotation in the atmosphere. This is the jet stream right now. You can see there's a west to east flow right there, hanging on that regime. But watch as we go into the day on Monday, how that flow turns southwesterly. This is not typically what you want to see when you're talking about severe weather here. And that is definitely perfect to get a tornado event started here and start to get tornadoes on the ground. This is the perfect setup that could allow that to happen here. But as we go into this time frame, notice how the jet really starts to die out as it continues moving east. There is a lot of uncertainty regarding Tuesday and Wednesday's threat across the East Coast. I do think we will have like a marginal threat, but I don't know about any higher than that. Maybe just like a Sunday threat just on the East Coast. All right, now let's talk about this Arctic blast event that we're likely going to see in a couple days. And then we're going to talk about your Thanksgiving Day temperatures and what you can expect. All right, so this is more like the temperature anomalies, what it will look like here. You can see as we go into the day before Thanksgiving here, we're talking temperatures in the 20s in the Northeast and temperatures in the 20s dropping out from Canada here into the northern tier of the United States. Likely widespread 40s and 50s across much of the United States as we go into the evening hours on Wednesday the 22nd here. And as we go into the morning hours of Thanksgiving, look how that Arctic front, that backdoor cold front is knocking on the northern tier of the United States doorstep. Everybody will be impacted by this cold blast one way or the other here. They'll either get snowfall, they'll either get rainfall, or they'll get severe weather like they are in the south. So that is going to be something to watch here, that everybody may get impacts from this, though it is unknown in the north what impacts will take shape. Will snow drop down in the Ohio Valley, or will it stay north? That is an example of uncertainty. We don't know that information right now. But as we go into the weekend here, you can see November 25th time frame here. Notice the temperatures. 20s and teens across much of the high plains and the northern central United States, talking about some 30s and 20s there. Look at the sharp temperature change, though, from 39 to 29 here as we go into November 25th, and that cold blast just continues, not giving up and pushing south, and it's likely going to be unknown how far south it pushes, but notice toward the end of the month how it finally starts to succeed and pushes down a whole block of cold air, and then we start to get a little bit of warmer air back in the south. So that's going to be something interesting to watch, though. But speaking of an Arctic blast, we're definitely going to need to watch that also for some winter storms. So I guess let's get right to that as well. All right, so I know I was talking about an Arctic blast coming up. That also, unfortunately, means winter storm and heavy snow potential. So I'm going to break that stuff down for you. What does this storm system, other than severe weather, bring for the Northeast? The Northeast will likely get some snow out of this, some heavy at times. We can't rule out a couple blocks of rain. There will be some above freezing temperatures there. But watch how this next system comes together here. We're talking November 25th time frame here. I was telling you about next weekend, the weekend after Thanksgiving. This is going to be something to watch. I told you it wasn't just an ordinary Arctic blast. I wish it was, but it's definitely going to bring impacts to the Northeast here. And we're talking heavy snow, ice, and heavy rain here. And then we have a clipper system that will affect the Ohio Valley getting up into the Northeast as we go in towards the end of the month. But right now, we're basically in fantasy land right now. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great night, everybody.